Hi everyone, welcome to Urban Conect. Hi everyone, welcome to Urban Conect. My name's Nicole'TheAlchemist. Here at Urban Conect, we're here to keep you connected with all the latest news, entertainment, as well as providing you guys with some exclusive interviews with some of the most amazing up-and-coming artists, as well as entrepreneurs, and just so many things. So you definitely want to stay tuned into this show because it's where it's at, okay? So today, we've got an amazing guest, and we're going to have quite a few amazing guests coming on, freestyles and so much more. But today, I'm really happy to introduce this person. Now, before we even show who he is, I'm gonna just read up just a few things about him. Afrobeat artist, singer, songwriter, musician, performer, recently nominated for the Most Creative Artist in 2020 Cool Wealth Awards, has been classed as the most featured artist in Northampton, recently released an amazing EP called This Is Me. Personally, I couldn't stop dancing to it. A single this year and 5 music videos. So he has been keeping very busy during this whole lockdown and has definitely done so much more. So without further ado, I would like to introduce Great Adamz. Welcome.
Hi, how are you?
How are you doing?
I'm all right, thanks. Yeah, good.
Great. So I just kind of wanted to just first start and say, could you introduce yourselves for those who might not know who you are?
Yeah, I'm Great Adamz. Singer-songwriter, been doing music for quite a while, professionally for about 7 years, and I'm just a simple guy. I think that's the best way to describe me. I'm a simple guy. I just love to do music. So that's
simple
it.
guy. Well, I had so much fun actually researching your work personally, and you don't look like a simple guy to me. Very creative, out there. So I just kind of wanted to go back. So as I mentioned, you're an Afrobeat artist, you're a musician, songwriter. So how did you kind of get started? Where did that all come from?
Well, actually, I grew up in Nigeria, obviously. My mom was a choir director, so I kind of started singing from there. I kind of went a lot more into Afrobeat while listening to artists like Two-Face. You know, we had more hits, and I thought I wanted to create my own style of Afrobeat. I wanted to create something that was more unique to myself. Yeah. So it took me a couple of years to put that together, and pretty much I feel as if everything that I do comes from within. So that's sort of Afrobeat itself is cultured, is from within, the African soul, the African community. So I would say all of my music comes from within, comes from the African soul,
I love that you said that it comes from within, and like that's how I felt listening to your music, especially all of your acoustic singing that you post on your Instagram. I just wanted to kind of get more into that. So you said that you started singing, and obviously your mum's a choir director, so I'm guessing you've got that creative blood and juice in you anyway. But how did you transition from just being, I guess, a choir boy into who we know now as Great Adamz?
Well, the thing is, with me as an artist, everything that I wanted to do, I kind of envisioned that from years before. I was in a choir at some point, and at some point I did stop singing, and I wanted to play the drums. And after that, I wanted to play the piano, and I wanted to play the guitar, and I play everything. Yeah. And at some point I thought, actually, now I want to create music because now I play all these instruments and I can sing, and now I just want to put that together and see what it sounds like. And that's where the creativity comes from, because there's been like a process of, what music really is. So like instruments and stuff. So that's where, like I say, the creativity sort of stems from.
And so I know we're obviously in lockdown, so people can't necessarily go to live shows. But if we were to go to a live, Great Adamz show, would we expect live music? We would expect you to jump on any instruments? What kind of vibe would it be?
Well, you would always expect live music with my shows. Even when I had my EP released in February, just before the lockdown, we had drums, keyboards, and everything. And considering it was a sold out event, not a massive event, but it was sold out. People just thought we'd have a DJ in our mind, but I'm just not that kind of guy. So we had full on music, and that's what I like. I like for people to hear me sing, just it's different listening to me, you know, on playing me on radio or whatever. Than when you hear me sing, you can actually connect to me on a different level. So I like to connect with my fans on a level where they feel personal, like we have a personal relationship.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I personally love live band. There's something about it. I think one of the artists, Conect, he's a reggae artist, and he speaks a lot about like what live music does to the soul. And that's how I felt, honestly, listening to your music. So in terms of like going back to, you know, your EP, This Is Me, where did that come from? What kind of what gave you guys that kind of title for the EP, and what was your inspiration for that?
Well, This Is Me is kind of a weird one because it was actually supposed to be called Pharaoh, which is like king of Egypt, right? I was speaking to my friend Cass, who is actually my manager, and he said he's been listening to the EP and all he could actually hear is Great Adamz. Like people can actually feel the real you in this EP because there's so many songs that actually just shows everything that I was going through the last 3 years. And I put into that, and he said, "This is actually you. Like your story's been told." And yeah, and he said, let's just call this, you know, This Is Me.
Yeah,
which
I
is,
like it.
And I said, well, the time experience, which is This Is Me. So yeah, so we tagged it the time experience, This Is Me. But that's where it's come from. Just my manager kind of put it together because he listened to the songs over and over and thought, this is really you.
Yeah. And would you say that if, you know, us being the audience and the consumers, if we listen to that EP, would you say that's a good kind of representation of your genre, the kind of things that you're making, the beats, the instrumentals, the melodies? Is that basically you?
Absolutely. Yeah, 100%. Absolutely.
Awesome. So you recently also released a song this year with Ugandan artist Freeboy, which I love to see anybody collaborate with Uganda because I spent about 4 months there, and honestly, those people know how to party. But I wanted to know more about that collaboration. Like, how did it come about? I know he's done quite a few things, you know, had like top 3 songs and stuff like that. So how did that come about?
Actually, I contacted him because I was on YouTube a while ago, and his song just came up, Kwatasemo, and I couldn't stop listening to it because I couldn't understand a word he was saying, but I just could not stop. Honestly, I just could not stop listening to it. So I played it, and then I thought, you know, I'm gonna look for this guy on Instagram, and so I messaged him like, yo, your music is beautiful. There was no plan to collaborate. I was messaging as a fan, you know, because when I hear good music, I like to say, look, you're sick, you know.
Yeah.
And then he messaged me back and he goes, whoa, your music is amazing.
Yeah.
And then we just exchanged numbers. We were talking for a while, and yeah, and he sent me the song, and I listened to it and I said, okay, I know what I'm gonna do. So I went in the studio, wrote my part and sent it back to him, and his manager was like, this is insane.
Yeah.
And yeah, and that's how that happened.
Awesome. And for those who don't know, the song I'm talking about is called Corona, so make sure you guys go and stream that. And just to go back onto that, so obviously for me, I've seen a lot of like more East and West Coast collaborations, even with like Salty Soul and some of those artists collaborating with like Yemi Alade and all of that. So is that something more that you would like to kind of explore? Like,
to be honest, I'm open to collaborating to anyone in Africa, to be honest, because we all have the same model and melody, like I say, you know, the strings, the talking drums, you know, the local melody, you know, we all have that. So it's always nice to create with different cultures because you have a better, you can have better output if you work together, and you never know what you create if you don't work together.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
That is true. Right, so just kind of move this on a bit. So going back to your amazing Instagram, he said he's a simple guy, he's not everyone, go and follow him again. You released quite a few songs that are related to like important social issues, and that to me was like a big thing. I was like, yeah, I love this guy, I need to meet him. So you've got a song that's around Black Lives Matter. Obviously the song with Freeboy is about Corona, but it's obviously a nice kind of upbeat. But then you've also got your song around kind of SARS and you know, everything that's happening in Nigeria right now. And I kind of just wanted to find out a bit more about, I guess, your activism within your music. How did that come about, and what's kind of pushed you to release those types of songs?
Well, I consider myself like a sly rebel. It's what people call me, because I'm one of those people that I might not straight away, you know, scream at you, but I wouldn't keep quiet, because I feel keeping quiet is in some way ardent to whatever's going on. Activism is something that everyone should do. You know, you should be able to stand up for yourself. And like I say to a lot of people, we are having it a lot more easier than our parents had it. You know, our grandparents had to stand in the streets. Women had to walk for days to have the right to vote. And all I have to do now is go in the studio and sing and put it online. Of course I'm going to do it, because I've seen our role models, you know, feminists who have done that for our daughters, our sisters, our mothers. So in my head, I'm thinking, I'm inspired by all the things that's happened. So I can't keep quiet, because the greatest things that's happened in the world was done by people speaking out. And, you know, so for me, that's kind of important. And yes, it's part of me. I would always do that. I would always stand up for the truth. And I have a voice as a musician, and I have to use it.
Amazing. Well, I just want to honestly, thank you for doing that, because I think personally, more people should use their platform.
Absolutely.
And I think it's just so inspiring, to be honest. And even with a lot of the things that were happening in Nigeria, I had no idea about it until it came to social media, which is annoying. But it's good that it's made me more aware, and I'm sure it's made many other people more aware of it as well. So do you see that being something you will continue to do?
Oh yeah, forward? Of course. It's like I say, it's something that I don't think I can stop anyways, even if I wanted to. It's part of me, because I would always speak out, you know. I'm Nigerian, you know, we are the new generation, and we're not scared, you know. We would speak out, and I'm part of that generation, that Nigerian generation that wants to say no, you know.
Good.
Yeah, so it would always happen in my music. Like I say, I've never made, even when we released the song, we had thousands of streams immediately, and I said straight away, I don't want to make any money off the pain of my people, so that money went straight back to charity. Wow. So that is something that would always happen. I would never want to make money off the pain of my people, but I will talk about the pain of my people, just to make sure that people hear what's going on. You know, it's not about making money. I would never ever want to make money off that, but it wouldn't stop me from saying the truth.
Great Adamz is truly great. So just kind of going to kind of wrap up, but not really. So just wanting to know more about your future plans, like 2021. We know this year has been crazy. Obviously, I've seen that you've kind of kept yourself busy this year, which is great to see. But what are some of your future plans? Who do you see yourself collaborating with? And
I mean, I think at the moment I'm just focused on putting out more music videos and putting out more singles next year. I think it's time to unleash, you know, more personal work. I've also started a clothing line, a clothing brand called Bear Gang Clothing, which is doing incredibly well, surprisingly. Awesome. And what, you know, my idea is to use my music to create more mediums for me to express myself, whether through clothing, whether through interviews like this, whether through rapping, whether through even signing new people to my music label, whatever. I just want to continue to do that. But next year I'm going to be releasing quite a few videos, a few singles. And regarding who I would like to work with, to be honest, I'm a big fan of one Nicole.
Okay, yeah,
anyone who knows me knows that. So I would like to get that guy in the studio. And Nicole'TheAlchemist is like the guy I'm crazy about right now. And of course, Peruzzi, you know, those are the people that I find interesting. So, yeah.
Awesome, great. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been a pleasure actually to interview you. Where can people find you on social media?
Well, it's Great Adamz with a Z. So Great, G-R-E-A-T, Adamz, A-D-A-M-Z. And it's actually Great Adamz everywhere. All social media, YouTube, everything really, same name. So yeah.
Right. So thank you so much for coming. And now we're going to show you some clip of his amazing work.
Now baby give me kiss for night. She say we go there alright. Your body make me feel alright. Baby you dey blow my mind. You dey stress me. The way you dey stress me. I'm not a footballer, but you can call me Messi. Girl, I'm singular.
We had Icy Jones go to the streets of Brixton to ask the public what they think about a number of different topics. Let's see what they said.
laughing at?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is King Jones reporting live for Ragamuffin News. Now, today we are going to talk about a subject which is very dear to my heart, which is relationships. And with relationships, the dishonesty, the mistrust, and the miscommunication of the relationship. Now, we are talking about a definite subject, which is, does your partner's breath smell righteous? And I said righteous. And that means, do you ever tell that your partner breath smell proper? We're going to ask the public on their views.
What are you laughing at?
Right, Ragamuffin guys, we have a public member. Rufus, you're in a relationship, right?
Yes,
Great. And you've been in this relationship. How long have you been in a relationship?
for a few months.
A few months. Wow. Congratulations, a few months. Man made it, I know.
I've been married for 15 years.
Married for 15 years, so there's
I
total
think 16 actually.
16. So the honesty starts right there. Now, Kenya, you're not in a relationship, right? No. Complicated. So it's a situationship, I believe. Situationship.
No.
No? Oh, and what about you? Not in a relationship.
No.
Not in a relationship. Situationship?
I can't say nothing.
Can't say nothing.
No.
She pleads the fifth.
No.
No, not in a relationship right now.
No.
Sharila? No, you're not in a relationship. Okay, cool. Do you think you are good enough to be in a relationship?
Of course.
Of course. And do you think you're honest in a relationship?
No.
Woo! Controversy! You're honest in a relationship, right? You're honest. You're an honest person. You're not an honest
That's
person.
why I cheat. I'm chatting.
Cheat. Okay. Black men don't cheat. Anyways, let me ask you this. If your partner's breath smell, would you actually tell her?
I wouldn't. But it's not a proper mic. What is this?
Okay.
No, I'm
Okay.
chatting. I'm loyal.
Okay. She's loyal. She's loyal. She's loyal.
Yeah.
If your partner's breath smell,
No.
would you let them know?
No.
Is there a reason why?
It's not important. 16 years is not important. Trust me. Way worse things.
So you wouldn't leave your partner if her mouth smells like a cow's ass?
I would not.
Okay.
But if it happened one time, yeah, I'ma scrub them myself. Okay, I'll scrub them myself. But if it's a constant thing, my nigga, you got a car. You got a car.
Whoa.
I'm leaving you straight away.
From when is my partner gonna have a breath smell like a horse ass in the first place?
That's the thing. Are you an honest person?
Yeah, 100%.
100% honest. She's honest. Now, with you being honest, if your partner's breath smells like cow's ass,
Yeah.
would you tell them?
No, I would. Your breath is stinking like, whoa.
Like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Okay, no, not gonna. I wouldn't say that, but I'll be like, do you want chewing gum or something? Cause like,
I'll be straight up. I'll be like, not gonna lie, your breath stinks.
Wow.
When I say that to you.
100%.
100%.
If it actually does, if it actually smells like it.
If it smells like
if it does, you have to be truthful in it.
Yes, of course, you have to tell him. He's gonna. How am I gonna kiss him? That's the first thing.
Woo! It's true.
How am I gonna speak to you then? I'm just gonna have to.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'll be like, brush your teeth right now.
Yes.
Yeah, of course I would. Yeah, go fucking brush your teeth.
You being so honest with me and telling me that you would have to tell them, would you, in this case scenario, leave your partner if their breath constantly smell like arse?
It depends because sometimes there's solutions. There's solutions on how to solve it. Every time there's a solution to a problem.
Okay, please elaborate on what solution there is for smelly ass breath.
You want to brush your teeth? You want to Listerine in the bathroom?
Listerine in the bathroom, goddamn.
Yeah.
So basically, would you end your relationship because the breath smells like cow's ass?
No, if you can pattern it, then it's calm. But if it's like stinking for the whole shit, then it's a naughty like.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we found it here first on Rotted TV. If you pattern up the thing, you can stay in a relationship with your stink ass breath. Thank you.
What are you laughing at?
Right, so we've heard from an incredible Afrobeat artist, and now we've got an amazing up-and-coming drill artist, Lanko. Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. How's this year been? Corona, lockdown?
Right. It's hard, but you have to get through it, you get me?
I totally understand.
Deal with it how it comes.
I feel you.
Literally.
So, tell us more about yourself. For those who don't know who you are, what you do, let us know. Who are you?
My name's Lanko. I'm a drill artist. Yeah, that's it. I'm just a drill artist. I like music and that.
Okay, cool. And like, when did you start making music?
From a very young age, but early last year I took it seriously. Started taking it seriously actually more. And yeah, trying to get somewhere with it.
I understand. And I know that you've kind of recently released a few things. You've had like freestyles in the past and music videos. I know that you've done a freestyle with Trilby, which we'll be showing later. But yeah, tell us more about that.
Yeah, I recently dropped a song like a month ago called Nanny McPhee. That's doing well right now. Got like 30k views on Mixtape Madness at the moment. I think last year, December, I released a song called 8 Shit, which is a remix of that 5-year for an artist, of Big Drip. Yeah, and the interview with Trilby, literally, I wasn't even expecting it, but just came around, done the freestyle for him, got the interview done. It was interesting. I feel like in that interview I was kind of nervous though. Like my first interview for me. But yeah.
And here you are now.
Yeah, I'm here now.
Exactly.
Just getting used to it. Part of it comes with it, you get me?
Of course.
Yeah.
And how have you been finding like kind of navigating? So obviously you said that you've been doing it for a while, like music, and you've just kind of started taking it more serious.
Yeah.
How have you found this year of like having that consistency? Where is your drive coming from?
Everyone around me, literally. Everyone's telling me just release. I'm in the studio basically all the time. Or any time that I can get, I'm just in the studio. I just want to be in there, writing every day. So I just want to get out there, show everyone who I am. I want everyone to get to know me, you get me?
Okay.
And the feedback that I'm getting from Nanny McPhee as well, crazy. So I know that I got potential.
Awesome. And so do you have any plans to drop anything else like this year?
Yeah,
or?
this month I got a video shoot coming up.
Ooh.
I got a song coming called Now You See Me. But I'm not going to talk too much about that. when it lands, it lands.
Awesome, cool. So, so what area are you from? Sorry, you said you're.
Deptford.
Okay, nice. South London.
South London, yeah.
Awesome. And so I've heard that you've had some kind of associations with Dig That. Is that correct?
I live in the same area, so it's just normal, innit? But like, music-wise, I would like to do music with him, but I just feel like I'm not ready yet.
Yeah.
When my time comes, it comes, and I'll get there.
Do you see yourself collaborating with any other like artists?
UK artists?
Yeah, any that you would like to collaborate with?
Yeah, I say Chip.
Okay, yeah.
Stormzy.
He never runs out of bars.
Stormzy. Couple big mainstream artists that I like.
Okay, cool. And so what's your plans? Obviously you've mentioned that you're going to drop a music video, a song, hopefully by the end of this year.
Yeah.
What have you got planned for 2021?
2021?
Yeah.
Just
what's your plans?
More singles, but coming closer towards the summer. So I'm going to start thinking about my EP mixtape. I just need everyone to get to know me more better, just get more familiar with me.
Awesome.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
And then the mixtape can come. Yeah.
Cool. So where can we find you? So for us that are kind of just tuning in now, where can we find you on socials?
Instagram, official_Lanko, Snapchat, Lanko Get Bands 1. Spotify, Lanks. Yeah, YouTube, Lanks or Lanko. Yeah.
Awesome. So thank you so much for being, joining us today. It was a great interview.
No problem.
So now we're going to show you his freestyle that he did with Trilby.
Jungle on this one.
Trilby freestyle. Gang.
Syndicate.
I ain't a talking chit chat, might just take a break, Kit Kat, man just in and out, flip flap, you just load that mash, back, when she hit inside she dig that, when the pat land, flip that, when the pat land, flip that, Back part where the 9 got tested. That works that I mash is splendid. To these dead, this beef ain't ending. Still trying to put stress in the engine. Freestyle, he got Nick to his best friend. And we're known for gliding, so please don't lack. Same way I put my heart in the ride, same way I put my heart in the tracks. If you run a run, God knows I'll slap in your black. All my guys custom made, no pain shit. On the rover, that rain shit. Got a pretty run, bad bitch. Bro said for his ages, we ain't average. That's loads of trap, and we might just step up in Harrods. That's loads of splash. 2,000 grams, that's loads of packs. Reps. I ain't no talking chit chat, might just take a break. Kit Kat, man just in and out, flip flap. You just load that mash, back. When she hit 8 sides, she dig that. With a pat land, flip that. With a pat land, flip that. Look. Just spent 2-3 racks, no Jordan, ballin', no.
Right, and that's a wrap. That's the end of the first ever episode of Urban Connect. I hope you've enjoyed. I've personally enjoyed my first time doing this. So make sure to follow us on our Instagram at Urban Connect, and hopefully we should be able to get this on our YouTube channel as well. But yeah, keep connected. Thank you.